Okay. Hopefully everything's working. It's hard to tell. Because it's always hard to tell. You always get a little nervous trying to start a stream because you can never tell if it's going to work or not properly. As of right now, it sounds like the audio is working, so that's good. If it stops working, the chat's going to have to let me know. Okay. Content warnings, yes. Please note to switch to all messages if you want to see everyone's message. I already did that. I don't know why it does that, Dream, but it does. Also, nice to see you here, Dream. You're still trying to find your way out of your burnout. Burnout's hard. Depends on, like, what's your burnout about? Like, just mental burnout, exhausted with people. I get that. Dear God, do I get that? Everything sounds good on your end. That's good. I am tired, which is why I have to put this. And you also said it's crazy how your next two videos are going to be recaps. I am tired. Normally, I don't stay up super late watching Critical Role, and I still didn't. I stayed up a bit longer than I normally would on a Tuesday night, and I watched most of the Ford Jester wedding. I haven't finished it yet. Autism sucks. Oh, got it. Hence the burnout. Yeah, I can't relate, so I'm sorry, but I didn't finish the Jester Ford wedding yet. I watched the first 2.5 hours worth of it, so I have like an hour and a half left to watch still, which I'll probably do after this. I was gonna watch it this morning, but I was taking forever to get out of bed, so I didn't end up watching it. All right. So I still have to finish that up. I also haven't watched the notice is not just for me. Yeah, I figured as much. I also have to watch. I have to. You saw all of it. That's good. We're not going to talk about it too much because it just came out, and I know there's going to be people who haven't seen it yet. I have enjoyed it so far. It's been a lot of fun. What was I just going to say? Also, haven't been able to watch either of the 3 episodes of the Mighty Nine on Prime yet. That'll be something I'll be doing later as well. I would like to talk about those episodes, but if I preemptively make a video about it and then upload something for next Friday, not this upcoming Friday, for next Friday, it won't be like relevant because the next couple episodes will be out. Hello, Bick. I am tired, and how are you doing? But yeah, so the we're not going to be talking about the Mighty Nine show yet. We're not going to talk much about the wedding episode. I do have a few things I do want to talk about when it comes to the wedding, but it's not going to spoil anything. You'll have to wait until next Monday. Well, it'll be next Tuesday, yeah, to discuss it. Because that'll be the Tuesday video. The only reason one of the last videos came out on Monday was because it was Remembrance Day, and I didn't want to upload on Remembrance Day. Felt like that would be a bad move. It's a big deal for a lot of people. So, best not to do that. But we're back to the regularly scheduled programming. And the last video, which I thought I'd get a bit more flack on, but a lot of people seem to be agreeing, which is nice. I was like, oh, I thought there was going to be a lot of people very upset about the fact that I said a couple of these moments were stuff that pisses me off. But no, people have seemed to agree for the most part. I saw one comment defending the half chub. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. How is there still people defending this? I'm fine. This took me 50 tries to answer. You can guess how I'm doing. Well, you know, sometimes we have those days. It's alright. Everyone has them. Rough days. I think we're all on some sort of weird rough day. So, Dream, I have a question for you. With you being in the UK, is it easier to watch Critical Role for you, or is it harder? Like, do you just watch it the next day on like when they do the rebroadcast, or do you like watch it live? Like, what time would it be for you when they do that? Because it's like 10 p.m. for us, so I think you're like 6 hours behind. So it would be like what, 4 a.m. for you guys? That can't be easy. I've always been curious about this though.
What will it be?
And I should have asked before now. I don't know why I haven't. Enchantments. Vic, did you see the Ford Jester wedding yet?
What'll it be, Shorty?
That can't be better than what we have.
What's it gonna be?
Any ways to upgrade stuff. I was so pissed over that comment. I'm kind of sick, so I took off today and was watching your video. Thought about commenting, people are stupid for defending it, and saved my pissiness for stream. Hey, you know what? That's fine. You can get it out here. It is a fucking stupid moment. Like, it is so dumb. And I saw someone defend the half chub thing, and I was like, I don't get how there are people who defend him.
Next time.
3 a.m. on Friday or rebroadcast around noon on Friday morning. Or it's the Monday VOD. C3's finale was a doozy. Yeah, no shit. That was what was that? 7-8 hours long? Like, that was crazy even for me. Haven't watched their wedding. Well, that's fair. We're not going to talk about it much. We're not going to talk about it like at all. The only thing I want to watch, you've been watching all of Dan to Dan. Damn. Is that good? I've been hearing mixed things about it. I think they honestly could have broken up the Campaign 3 finale into 2 parts. It ended at 9 a.m. for me. The C3 finale. Crazy. That's rough. The whole... it could have been broken up into 2. I'm not gonna lie. That could have been broken up into 2 episodes, and I don't think anyone would have complained. Alright, let's just make sure there's nothing else to, like, collect anywhere. There's a realm tear up there on the mountain. Mystic gateways. I liked it. I have some criticism, but I enjoyed it. What criticism? How dare you criticize me? No, I'm kidding. Was there something else that we had to do over here? I forget. I'm just trying to make sure that we don't miss anything important before we move on to the next segment of the game, which I don't believe there is. So I think we're good to just move forward. You have an idea what it is? Is it Broomgate? Are you guys going to defend Broomgate on me? People are going to defend Broomgate. That was the one that I got a lot of pushback on. That's for sure. A lot of people were like, but Broomgate was funny. I'm like, eh. And then someone else said what Laudna did with the sword in Campaign 3 was much worse. And I was like, eh. At least there was a story thing to play out of it. And the way that I looked at it for that one was...
This is it.
they just stole from a guest. Imagine you try to get a buddy of yours to play D&D. You invite him in and he gets his shit robbed and he doesn't want to play again. That's the way I look at it. But that's just me.
But what is this place?
Your guess is as good as mine, little brother.
That's just be my opinion on the matter. But again, open to criticism.
The tree. We're underneath the realm travel room. But
Oh, you were
where's
talking about the
realm
anime.
ceiling?
The video was fine. I was quite certain you,
Those
of what you were
realm
going to
doors
talk
seem
about, and I
mirror the
agree.
ones above.
Fair enough. I was just so happy that I got another chance to bitch about Risk It All. Whenever I get the chance to bitch about it, I always take it. Take what you can and give nothing back. You know what I'm saying?
Look up there.
The fuck is that? I see. You were talking about Dan to Dan. I forgot we were even talking about that for a brief second. Am I just running in a circle in here? This is damaged. Yeah, being able to vent about
There's something up there.
the Cyrus thing was pretty good for me. And then being able to talk yet again about... Is this a door?
Up there. Tyr used the same magic to protect the Black Rune. The clue we seek may be inside.
Huh. Right next to the Jotunheim door.
Interesting. But can we reach it?
Not from here.
Oh, what's behind there?
Is someone gonna jump in? Or do we gotta jump out? Oh, doors opened up. Pays to look around.
Well, one inner sanctum within another.
Those tapestries. Looks like more giant. Whatever Tyr did for them must have been big.
Yeah. How'd you get in here, buddy? Weirdly, CR doesn't piss me off. Not even Abria asking to leave the table did for me. I just thought it was tone deaf and maybe she had a bad day. By the way, your explanation of Laudna and Imogen's half-chub joke, or why it worked, while the one from CR was totally uncalled for and uncomfortable to experience, made sense to me. Yeah, I mean, it's context. Context is so important for a joke like that. When it's two characters talking about it and they're like in like a mutual relationship like that is one thing. Like just saying some random shit about your character who's not even like involved in the scene and just being like, yeah, my character found that hot and now he has a hot half chub. Like, that just, I don't say this often. Just saying that out loud gave me the ick. Right? Hey.
Whoa, who are they?
It was gross.
Boy, this is the rune for Jotunheim.
That's right. And look, we're on the other side of the door.
The upside down door.
What are you thinking?
Stand back.
Okay.
I'm glad he got to rant about Risk It All again. I agree with Bick and same. I love bitchy Zodiac. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Well, I don't think I bitch that much. Gotta flip this shit.
What's moving?
Ah, chains.
Extraordinary. The whole room is built on some kind of axle.
There's chains on both sides. Without those,
We can flip the temple.
all right.
What now?
Do what? That was a very heavy H.
Uh-oh.
What?
Things are happening. they're attacking.
Boy, on the statues.
I see them. It says void.
Ominous.
Go on. Read.
Before the first, after the last. Nothing between, no shadow cast. Alpha.
Are you quite sure flipping the temple is the only way to reach them, whatever it is?
You said there would be a path. The temple can be flipped.
Therefore, we flip the temple. The logic is unassailable.
Oh, by the way, Zodiac, I was flashed with Whitney's picture on my timeline today, and it was a lot more jarring. What picture? Which one? There's many. Where the fuck are we supposed to go? Oh, this popped up. I also kind of count Lauden's half-chub joke to her confessing she finds Imogen attractive at the time where we were unsure if they were more than friends.
Well, who
Oh,
knows?
that picture.
Perhaps you
Oh,
and
I see.
Deer are the same kind of mad.
Yes, another one. The last one we talked about. Oh, the one with her at a wrestling event. Yeah. You were like, that one's not so jarring.
One here.
I'm sitting there like, excuse me?
Says his name is Bandit. I think Mother said he was the king of the giants.
Aye, that he was. And quite a bit more.
Looks like
Why
he
was
had
it
a
more
lot of
jarring the
kids.
second time around?
That, little brother, is what we call an understatement.
He's dead, but nobody killed him. Do giants die from old age?
They may, though it's rare among the legends.
All right. What was the wrestling event picture? Oh, it's her and like, the only way that I can describe it,
Again with the death traps.
the only way I can really describe it is if like, I don't know how well people know the character, but there's like a magic-based character in like the DC universe. Her name's Zatanna, I believe. It basically looked like she was wearing a Zatanna outfit, but like with nipple pasties on, and that was all she had covering her chest. I was shocked by it. Is that enough room to get through? I don't think it is. Look at this. This is a death trap and a half.
I'd have thought, brother. Why don't you let the lad carry me for a while?
And let you miss this. No.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
There's no chance in hell. What the fuck? See if I can pause this one more off. Press the wrong button. Press the wrong button again. Damn. Trying to create the space that I need to get through here, but it's never gonna happen. You're gonna have to really take your time with this one. I think that's enough of an opening there. But we were gonna have to find out the hard way. Did not work. And I am almost dead. Boom, made it. Okay, now we can read some chat a little bit. It really isn't that jarring. It was jarring because I wasn't expecting to see it and I was in public. Oh, that makes sense. Zatanna, my beloved. Is Zatara her dad? I keep forgetting which one's which. There's Zatara and Zatanna. Oh, good, some health. We need that. I'm sick of this little red flashing on the screen. Oh yeah, that one who says words backwards to cast spells, right? No, that's Raven. I think? I don't fucking remember. I then proceed to explain to Zodiac during Carnival where there are a lot more people whose costumes are essentially nipple pasties, and that's that. Crazy. Wasn't part of the conversation, but I remember you telling me about that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm getting some tickets to Carnival this year. How's that helpful? In what world is that helpful at all? Oh. Well, that makes more sense. Let that go down. Go back up. Grab. Pull. Spin. Do a barrel roll. Huh. Gonna put this one back. Get rid of it altogether. Well, I actually have to show you guys a picture of like normal Carnival costumes just to make sure y'all don't have the wrong impression. Oh, wrong impression's already there. No, I'm kidding. Ah, crap. Let's go open this bad boy up. Stuff for free. It's weird when Zodiac expresses some sort of sexual desires. I was making a joke. Am I gonna need this second one? I think that's what I'm realizing. I'm gonna need this back. Bam. Please don't open separately at weird times. Well, we made it anyway.
Time to do what you do, brother.
You've already shown me. Well, you've already shown me, so I don't have the wrong impression. Oh. I'm talking about, like, the actual Carnival outfits. No, read it.
Until gods grow good.
Could be quite a wait.
Nah, they're just waiting for us.
Bam. Break the chains, Kratos. It's like the reverse version of like the Hercules pose for like weightlifting competitions or World's Strongest Man competitions. What? Oh, dear. For some reason I thought that it would start spinning. Oh, it is spinning, just ever so slightly. Kind of funny how like one of the first things we're talking about today is people not wearing much clothing at Carnival. Zodiac has the wrong impression. Hey, how dare you? If it's anyone's fault, it's your own. Blame you. It's just where the blades of chaos burning a little brighter than normal. Shoot him, kid. Bam. Whack-a-mole. So earlier I did say I did want to like briefly talk about the the Four Jester wedding, but it's nothing like I don't want to talk about anything that happens within the story. I want to talk about the vibe of it all. So while I was watching it, and it's just the core cast, right? The 8 core cast members.
Give him what for.
And it reminded me how much I love and enjoy seeing those 8 at the table just playing a game together. And a part of that, of me like saying all of this, right? I don't want people to think that I don't like Campaign 4. But a part of me misses that OG vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like a small part of me misses that old vibe of Critical Role being those 7 or 8 nerdy voice actors playing Dungeons and Dragons. Like a part of me misses that. Now, it's not a bad thing that we don't have that anymore. I love what we're getting with oh shit. I love what we're getting with Campaign 4. But I love these little one-shots for giving us that vibe still of the older Critical Role stuff, if that makes sense. And I hope people don't get the wrong impression from what I'm saying right now. But I was just curious if other people sort of like agreed with the idea that like Campaign 4 seems to be mildly missing that, and it's because of the separate tables idea. I'm just curious what everyone thinks about that. What everyone thinks about the idea of like a piece of classic Critical Role feels like it's missing. And again, I enjoy the new players. They're a lot of fun. Like Whitney's amazing. She's been killing it. I love having Robbie being a main cast member. Louise is fucking awesome. Alex is awesome. Abria's been fun. Like, I've enjoyed all of it so far. But I feel like a part of it has been displaced. You know what I'm saying? Also, I was laughing so hard when you were ranting about Risk It All, and you were using a deep anime voice. I can't die here. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's just how I feel about the stupid fucking mechanic, alright? That's just what the mechanic sounds like to me. It's like, you know, I can't die here. Ugh. Right? Like, I can't stand that mechanic. I think it's stupid as hell. Well, yeah, I said people don't wear much, which is true, and that some people wear nipple pasties as costumes, which is also true, but it really isn't as jarring as it sounds. Well, I mean, that's fine. I do like that for the Exandria campaigns that it is CR we're used to. It makes the transition feel easier. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that we have something new. I actually, like I said, I thoroughly enjoy the new stuff that we've been getting. It's just these one-shots really remind me of what the old used to feel like. I just timed that poorly. Okay, it's not so bad. I thought it was going to be worse. Come on, go up. It just completely crushed me. I was really hoping that would work. No, I absolutely get it. Change doesn't mean it isn't cool. You can like the changes and miss what you used to have. It's that thing of the grass is always greener elsewhere. Yeah. Like I said, I thoroughly have been enjoying Campaign 4, but a tiny part of me is feeling like something is mildly missing, if that makes sense. Okay, there's a small window where we should be good to go. There we go. Made it. Beautiful. Beautiful job. Yeah, I don't want it to sound like I don't like what we're getting, because I have been enjoying it quite a lot. But tiny part of me misses the old vibe. And I actually had the thought the other day, right? Like the idea that
I know.
The thought of... Why is that not going very high? Huh, that's why. If I go up, can I go up here? What's up here? What brand new horizons can we find? Not much. Can I go down below? Nope. See if we can break more of this stuff. Because I'm about to break. Doesn't look like it. The answers to the universe lie up top. Oh.
I can't believe we're so close.
I, for one, never doubted.
Right.
That was close.
Leave
I think
them
because
in
I
peace.
came in when the last campaign before, or when it was the last campaign before the major change in how CR was going to be, I'm going forward. I took it a little easier. We haven't had much time with the campaign or the characters either, so we'll probably get used to it soon. Yeah, there's just a vibe at the moment that's missing because it's only like 5 players or 6 players at the table. I kind of miss seeing like both sides be full, right? You used to have 4 on one and 3 on the other. I kind of miss that a little bit because right now like the top looks empty with just Travis and Laura up there, and it's gonna be even worse when it's 2 and 2, right? But again, I feel like we're gonna get used to it, and at some point they're gonna cross over, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, and we're gonna have like that whole dynamic. ZB, I just finished last week's episode and went to the subreddit to see people's thoughts, lol, and is the community just not going to be happy unless Matt is DMing the ridiculous complaints? What are people saying? That's actually, I try to avoid Reddit, but I haven't really paid much attention to what people might be saying because I tend to think a lot of the critical, not a lot, but there's a portion of the critical role community who do exactly what you just described, where a lot of it is going to be them complaining no matter what they're given. And I know I was just kind of bitching about something, but I feel like what I was saying wasn't necessarily like me bitching. It was more like the vibe. I don't like it. Fucking Brennan's DMing is amazing in my opinion. Like, he's been doing a fantastic job. Oh, that was an unblockable move, you jerk. What was that? They can hit me with a double unblockable move. You jerk. Another one, and you followed me with it. That's crazy. Here's your armor. Enjoy.
Done.
Oh, there's still people? Come on, guys. Get crushed, sucker. Bam. Also, nice to see you, Brain. I will read the chat and catch up once I've killed these guys off. And he's dead? There's more guys, they just spawned. Crazy. You're hiding. You are not supposed to be hiding. You're supposed to be fighting. I'm the god of war. Fight me. More guys. Goody. That's what you get. Get him, boy. Got all of them?
Boy,
Yes, sir?
time to flip the temple.
Yes, sir.
Let's just agree to stop saying flip the temple. It's starting to sound normal.
Okay, okay. Keep seeing about Brennan not letting the dice tell the story. Sorry, but I trust Brennan and his intuition, his intentions. I think he's doing amazing. They think Brennan is controlling the story and not the PC/roles. To me, Brennan knows what he's doing. People are usually a lot less kind on Reddit, so I see how maybe the part of the community isn't mature when their task might be, or when their takes have been pooled together over there. Yeah, it's not great. Reddit's a weird echo chamber. I hard disagree with that one. Brennan is just more hands-on with how he narrates. The dice still decide quite a lot. I'm guessing just not the way they want. Fair assessment. That's true. Reddit is furious that Brennan let Sam go out of initiative order to do his glowing thing. Wasn't he next in the fucking turn order, though? He was next in the turn order. Who cares that much? If you're next to someone in the turn order, like, and you two agree to do something shared, I don't see a problem with that. That sounds like crybaby material right there, if you ask me. I don't know. That just seems weird. That seems really weird to me. That people would be so upset. Did I not break the thing? Are the chains?
An army of statues.
I don't think they're the kind that come to life, if that's what you're worried about. Tyr often said that in the world of PC envisioned, the only soldiers he'd need would be statues. Bless his heart, but the bugger did take himself rather seriously, didn't he?
He was next, and they were still furious. That's fucking stupid. He was next in the turn order. To be honest, I think people are only gonna be happy if they start DMing CR, and even then, no one is going to be satisfied. That's true. I mean, it's dumb. People are gonna bitch and complain no matter what, and honestly, like, it's true though. Like, people get an idea in their head of what should happen and stuff like that. That being said, there's been a couple of times where people have, like, and not to give these guys any credit, because I don't want to, but there have been a few times where, like, someone will fail a dice roll, and they still kind of get what they need out of it, if that makes sense. So to a degree, I can see where people might be coming from, but I don't think it's as bad as they're saying.
That's a plus.
It's not that egregious to me.
On the left. See that, Mimir? Nobody can do all this alone. All these obstacles. They're just chances to prove we're the ones who can beat them. We may argue. Me and Father, you and Freya, Brock and Sindri. But when we all work together, we do make a good team. And that's Tyr's test. That's why we're gonna make it to Jotunheim.
Do you hear that, brother? Lad's found his equilibrium.
What's that mean?
He means you speak wisely, Atreus. And that is good to hear.
Yeah, no more emo Atreus. Yeah, I don't know, fucking people complaining about shit like that. I never try to take them too seriously.
I guess the temple was made to be flipped.
Look, the tree's upside down. Or are we? I'm not sure anymore.
People will always find something to complain about. I guess that's the way you have to look at it, right? When it comes to that sort of thing, people are just going to complain no matter what, and they're going to cry, and they're going to bitch, and People are going to be upset, blah, blah, blah. There's just no winning the entire winning it over. So,
Boy.
Critical Role knows this, and they're not trying to. They're just trying to keep the fans that they know are going to be loyal to them, and they're going to keep them happy and not anybody else.
Well, what have we got?
Justifiably
Some
so,
sort
too.
of travel stone.
Let me see. Great Outdumblers. That's the Unity Stone.
You know it.
I wasn't sure it existed. If Tyr possessed this, that explains how he could visit all the realms and other lands to boot.
He held this in the panel in Odin's library.
Yes. Yes, that's it. I understand now. It shows Tyr walking the realm between realms. You know how you must never stray from the path? Well, Tyr always followed his own path, if you catch my meaning.
The realm between realms.
By the way, Zodiac, you don't know this yet because you haven't seen it yet. But Matt allowed an action because it was fun and in favor of the players. Crazy. Crazy thought.
And you're thinking, to reach the secret path to Jotunheim, that's what we need to do?
I am.
Oh dear. That is what you're thinking, isn't it?
Can we go to other realms? Looks like we could, but we're not going to. There's
I
nothing
am
to do.
more than okay with not throwing ourselves over the edge of the world tree just yet.
In due time, boy.
Really?
They're also bitching about Brennan repeating phrases all the time. What the fuck? It's okay when Matt says, "How do you want to do this?" 1,000 times, but Brennan can't say "in this moment" with a 15. Yeah, I don't know. People are weird. Again, they're looking for hate. They're looking for ways to bitch and moan and complain and blah 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 blah. Right? Like that's the whole thing that these people do.
Let's sort you out.
It's not worth worrying about when it comes to a lot of these people, right? Like
Check back soon.
it's a good thing that Critical Role has thick skin, I guess is the way I want to put it. Like the cast members of Critical Role have thick skin, and they're not just going to be all upset about the things that people say. Because if they were, they'd probably not be doing this anymore.
If you're
Right?
thinking about hurling
People
us all into
complaining
the void,
24/7
I think
about
you're
stuff
quite
like that.
sure.
Wasn't it your idea? Find our own path, right?
Bollocks.
All right,
This is
let's
where
do
Tyr
this.
stepped beyond, and the Unity Stone protected him. Ready?
Ready.
Well, if this is it, lads, it's been an honor.
Our faith head.
Tier list of repeated phrases Matthew Mercer says during DMing of Exandria. My favorite is Black Ichor. You see Black Ichor coming from its mouth. It's Toothy Maw. I'm sorry, people are mad. He's telling his players how his DMing works. That's such BS. Yeah, it's stupid. It's dumb as hell.
How can I be so nauseous without a stomach?
Come on. That was great.
Look.
The tower. I knew there was something down here.
Amazing. How do you hide something that exists in all realms? Cast it out of any realm to the space between. Clever old Tyr.
Is Jotunheim on the other side?
Can't be that. It's not like you go through Vanaheim to reach the Midgard Peak.
But how do we use it?
I'd suggest we look inside, but stay alert. Tyr's little challenges are never as simple as they appear.
I have noticed.
There isn't an owl here, not an owl, a raven here, is there? Haven't watched your recap yet. I will, but what do you think about Skinner? I loved him. Skinner was funny. I kind of had to gloss over him because there was a lot going on in that. But yeah, Skinner was funny. His relationship with Honeysuckle was funny and cute. He who puts his hat on he who puts his hat. Okay, what are you trying to say? He who puts his hats in people's was definitely a top Brennan NPC. Oh, Skinner. Yeah, you confused the fuck out of me there, Dream.
Well, This is sparse.
The pedestal.
Use the Unity Stone. Yeah, he was a good NPC. But yeah, people complaining about Critical Role, it's like waking up every morning. It's just how it is. People are gonna do it, people are gonna bitch, people are gonna moan.
It's moving.
It knows what to do. The stone served its purpose. We're fulfilling Tyr's spell.
What happens now?
No idea, brother. But after that fall, I'm sure we're past the worst of it.
I'm still not over the sweet grandpa NPC either. Skinner was funny, sweet. Grandpa made me sappy. Yeah, he was a fun character. That's for sure. Hey, yo, chill, guys. You guys don't have to be so angry. It's not that I can't read Good Dream, it's just the way that it was worded. It looked weird to me. Changing chaos and more fun for this.
Oh, glad that's over. Now, where are we?
Oh, looks like Alphon.
Hey. That's because he doesn't read, he hates books. It's just not my thing. I can't sit there for hours on hours. I audio read, so I listen. Yeah, I just can't find myself sitting in some one spot for too long, like doing nothing. something is hard about that for me. Hence why I don't read often. I can read a D&D book though. Sit down and read the hell out of a D&D book. That's the way it goes. Does it mean I'll remember every single thing that was in that D&D book? No, as no one will. I will forget things. It's human nature. Not happening, buddy. The elves always give me the biggest fucking headaches, I swear to God.
That was tough. Where do you think
Beautiful.
it's taking us next?
I do not know.
My gut is screaming at me that Casimir did what he did to survive, and Thiazi may have deserved his death. Damn. I feel like as we learn more about Thiazi, we meet an equal spread of people who liked him and people who fucking hate him. It's kind of crazy. He's such a well-written NPC, and he's dead. Like, how did Brennan manage that so well, man? Like, it's crazy how much we know about this character who's dead. He, honestly, doing that with Thiazi and making him such an important character, he might be one of the best DMPCs of all time. Like, he's so important to the story, but he doesn't get in the way of the players. Like, that's a perfect DMPC in my opinion. He did an excellent job making a character like that. Like, it's ridiculous how good of a character Thiazi is, and he's dead. Like, and people are gonna bitch. Ugh.
Enough of that.
Olbid Morn was definitely the first NPC who showed us that there are genuinely innocent people in Aramon for sure. Great. There's a second one in here? I thought I heard a second one. Oh, there's a second guy. Oh dear. Not just an ogre and a troll at the same time, but a bunch of shit at the same time. It's gonna take a minute to abuse this troll. Troll abuse is accepted here. Bam. Eat this. And then eat your own stone. Is that everything? Beautiful.
You stopped. I think it's over.
Aye. But where are we?
Midgard.
Look! We're back in Midgard. There's the bridge. We did it. The tower's back where it belongs.
Now Tyr's travel room can take us to Jotunheim.
How did Tyr do this?
Odin suspected the giants secretly possessed some remnant of primordial Jotnar creative essence, the stuff all realms were made of. The Unity Stone must have been fashioned from that essence. To trust an outsider with it, even Tyr, tells you just how desperate they were.
And look! Now we can finally light all the braziers and see what happens.
If you ask Thimble, Thiazi is a hero, and if you ask Blair, he's a tyrant. True.
Right. Last one.
In my opinion, I think Brennan has...
Maybe we can survive a fight with the Valkyrie now.
Ooh. In my opinion, Brennan has the right idea. Thiazi seems like he sucked more than he didn't. I have a feeling that at the end of the campaign, Brennan will leave whether Thiazi Fang was a good or a bad person up to us, with evidence on both sides all the way through from episode 1. I hope he doesn't give us like a definitive he was a good guy, he was a bad guy thing, like you just said. I think it would be a lot more fun for the community, for the players, for everyone to be like, okay, this is how I view Thiazi Fang. That does sound way more entertaining than to be like, yep, Thiazi was this at the end of the day. Because that being said, right, if we really look at it right now, if you really want to look at it, the way it's sort of leaning at the moment is, you know, if you look at who the villains are and if you look at who like the bad guys are, Thiazi definitely leans more towards good guy in my opinion. Just simply because like he's fighting against, like, during the rebellion, it was obvious he was fighting against the Sundered Houses, right? I feel like that is just good evidence to support that he was a good guy, right? More so than a bad guy, but that's just for now. We'll see in the future how that goes. I'm looking forward to seeing how everything plays out, truly. But we shall see. We shall see. You guys got any upgrades?
Sure, I'm open.
It does not look like it. Anything we can sell to you? We can sell you this.
Good deal.
We need more hack silver. Do I have the chest piece of the world serpent? I guess not, huh? I wonder if those do anything worthwhile. That fits Brennan's MO very well. To me, Brennan Lee Mulligan is much more of a poet than he is a DM. It would make a great end of campaign video project. Was Theozy Fang a good guy? That's true. I'm writing that down right now. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's a good point. If Brennan wanted Theozy to return, he could have the Taconis family intercept his soul on the way to the afterlife. Ooh. Well, gotta go. I'll be back in an hour. Have fun, kids. See you later, Bick. Hopefully we're still on. We shall see. Hang on. Was Theozy Fang the good guy? Or a good guy. Either way works. Alright. That was written down. I'm not selling any of that. Alright, is there a better resurrection stone? There is not.
For
Okay.
another break, anyways.
Time for us to continue the journey forward. Whoops, wrong way. The amount of times I've given you a video idea here, that's the point. Sometimes I need more.
I don't know what we'll find when we get to Jotunheim, but we must cover our tracks. Odin's ravens will tell him of the tower's restoration, and we mustn't let our efforts be to his benefit.
Very well.
Alright. Let us go to Jotunheim. Whoops. Travel to the realm of the Jotun.
This is it. Here we go.
Hold on, wait a minute. This isn't going to work.
What?
There's no travel crystal. Here
I've
must
got
be
a video
stone
idea that
eyes to
fits with
refract
what
energy. It was
the
his final
YouTube
fail-safe.
algorithm loves. 10 reasons Haley Steinfeld is good for Josh Allen.
One. Odin plucked out my other eye.
Yeah, probably
precisely
not.
To keep me from traveling. Sorry, lads. Thought that would work.
What did Odin do with your other eye?
We'd have kept it. Any of 100 places, I'm afraid.
We've come so far. There has to be a way.
Look, bit of a long shot. For years, I'd see Sindri, sometimes Brock, lurking around in that mountain when Odin came for his visits. Maybe they know something.
Brock and Sindri.
I thought you were going to give me some actual good video ideas there, Brandon. You didn't. You hurt my soul. I do like how Brennan has made Ahriman more morally diverse than I was expecting. It is interesting that it seems... I do like the split of the sundered houses, and I love the way that Aranessa put it. She's tired of them being the sundered houses. Maybe they should be united again. But some of these houses aren't worth uniting with. Let's be real. They're not worth it.
Hey guys.
Not worth it at all.
Anyone know where we can find Mimir's other eye?
Oh. That's... I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, Odin asked me to... He wanted me to build a... He showed it to me, you see, and I...
Come on, Sindri.
Declined. Sorry. Will you excuse me? Oh.
Well, that was useless.
You know, it was about that same time that Odin came around looking for me to build a statue with some sort of hidden compartment. Now, that not being a weapon and the Aesir being a bunch of pock-speckled cockers, I too saw fit to decline. But I know we got it built just the same.
What was the statue?
It's that one of Thor out there flashing his sack to the lake.
The statue that the serpent ate.
Sorry about that. Feeling much better.
How are we supposed to look inside the snake?
Inside? Oh no!
Oh my.
We'd better go see what the world serpent has to say about that. Well, lads, I don't know what lies ahead.
Oh my lord.
Now would be a good time to make sure your gear is ready for
My
the
phone just had an
worst.
Amber Alert
Anything
cross
you
up
need
on
to
the
do,
screen.
I'd do it
Jesus,
now.
that scared the crap out of me.
Some sage advice. Once more to the horn.
Brain, when Zodiac said he wanted to branch out on his video topics, I'm sure that wasn't what he meant. Very true. Football is definitely not something I want to talk about, especially because my Giants are getting fucked like they do every year. But whatever.
Ready.
All right, blow the horn.
Is the statue lost to us?
He thinks it might still be in his stomach. And he's open to letting you
As
go
a
into his
Patriots
mouth
fan,
to
fuck
look
the
inside.
Giants. How dare you?
Ew.
How do you like my goat, Eli Manning, the Patriot killer?
Bye.
The Tom Brady
He's not
killer.
wild about it either.
I kid, although I don't. He is kryptonite. Eli Manning was your
Are
boy's
we really
kryptonite.
doing this? Letting the serpent swallow us?
You do not have to come.
Well, I'm not gonna miss this.
Alright, into the mouth of the fucking Jormungandr. He moved again. Did it reveal more stuff? I don't think it did.
Follow me, Atreus.
Here goes everything. Into the mouth.
You sure this is a good idea?
No.
You can count the amount of times Kratos has
Brothers,
entered something's
I've been to
mouth.
many strange places, but this
I think
will
it's
be a new
3.
one.
Yeah. I've never been in a giant's belly either.
4 if
How
you
about
include the
Father?
other dragon earlier in this
Never
game.
one that was not trying to.
They should expect that sort of response at this point.
Ugh. Yeah, I would never do this. No tanks. No tanks. You got a light? Somebody give me a light. Alright. In the stomach acid we go.
Funny.
Speaking of...
I used to
Oh, no,
dream
mind.
about
I'll
getting
let
young.
Atreus talk.
Dreams are nothing.
I'm not afraid. It just reminded me of a way I used to feel when I was a child.
What is that? That's gross.
Let's find that statue.
Anyway, like I was saying, speaking of sports, did anyone, and I know this isn't a big deal for this chat, like sports aren't that big except for like maybe me and Brain. Did y'all see the fucking horrific fight news that that is propping up on the internet?
Ah, smells not as bad as I thought it'd be. A bit like heather ale fermenting. Rather pleasant, actually.
You're so weird.
Because it is fucking dumb, the fight news that I saw recently.
The water kind of burns in here. That is water.
Jake Paul is going to be fighting Anthony Joshua, a former world heavyweight champion in boxing.
There, the hammer.
That is the single stupidest, most obvious money ploy of a fight of all time. And here's the thing. Everyone's going to want to watch that fight because the idea of Jake Paul getting knocked out is so real, right? Everyone wants to see Jake Paul get knocked out. And with this one, Anthony Joshua is likely to do it. But you bet your ass there's a no knockout clause in this fight. 0 chance Jake Paul is going to risk it. 0 chance. He's going to put a no knockout clause, a no rehydration clause. Like, he's going to make sure that everything he does screws over Anthony Joshua in the worst way possible, and he's still going to lose. Because he's a dick. I hate Jake Paul. But it's still... these fights are a joke to me, man. He was supposed to be fighting, who the hell was he supposed to fight? Gervonta Davis, who is someone that was like 4 weight classes down, and now he's fighting somebody who's a weight class up. Oh, you saw the news, Dream? That's great. I'm glad I'm influencing you guys into seeing more things. Like fight news. 100% draw or Jake wins. What, you think this is fake?
Mimir, any idea where Odin hid your eye?
No, it's not like I can still see through it.
You're saying Jake wins? You can't be serious. Jake's getting... If there's going to be a clause in there, Jake's going to make it all throughout the entire fight. That being said, he shouldn't. Anthony Joshua knocked out Francis Ngannou in the 2nd round of their fight. Francis Ngannou, a dude who took Tyson Fury to the limit, and everyone believed that Tyson Fury actually lost that fight, and he knocked him out clean. It was a beautiful knockout.
Maybe you should stick that in my head.
Jake Paul would get destroyed by
gently.
Francis Ngannou. Anthony Joshua should kill him, and there's going to be a clause in it so he doesn't. You don't think he wins legit, but you think he wins or draws. Man, if he even makes it to the decision, it's rigged. Like, if he even makes it, Jake Paul Fights or Productions agreed. If he even makes it to the decision, like if he makes it all, I think it's 10 rounds. If he makes it all 10 rounds, a part of this fight is fake. There's just no other way to put it. If Anthony gets him in the first 2, that's the only way I see this fight not being fake. Like, there's no chance. Like, Jake... No. And the unfortunate thing is, he owns the promotion that he does all the fights in. That's suspect enough for you.
The Bifrost is intact.
It'll serve.
Then we have all we need.
Finally, we're going to Yudna. There's no stopping us now.
Laddie, have you ever heard the term tempting fate?
That is so beyond suspect that he owns his own fight promotion, likely pays his own refs, pays his own judges. Like, no. No, no, no.
So how do we get back
It
out?
is nonsense. His fights are always nonsense.
Well, that was mildly terrifying. Maybe our presence is upset.
Okay, I'll bite. Do you think Jake actually trains for any of his fights? Yes.
Something is wrong.
I think Jake genuinely, here's the thing. I think he genuinely trains. He genuinely like gets himself into shape. He genuinely cuts weight and all this sort of stuff, right? I think when it comes to him, like I do think he has skill.
Couldn't agree more.
But he doesn't have the skill of the fighters he's fighting. Right? Prime Anderson Silva makes Jake Paul look like an idiot in every facet of any sport. I think he does to a degree. I think, and here's the thing, I also think he's on steroids, so that doesn't help, but I think half of boxing is on steroids. Like, I think Anthony Joshua is also on steroids. So, like, boxing is the single most corrupt sport in the world. So, it's unfortunate, but it's true. And that doesn't end at Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, Boy!
I'm good. I think I'm getting kind of used to this. What happened to him?
The last,
Something we did?
the fight lasts 2 rounds, and then Logan jumps. All right, Logan Paul comes out and hits a WWE finisher. Jake wins by 10 count. Dear God, I could see it happening. It's the only way he wins.
Why would the serpent leave us here?
Look! Freya. We can still trust her, right?
Until we know for certain, keep a distance.
The world's serpent. What's happened here?
We hoped you would know.
You are far from home.
I'm looking for my son. The two of you. You helped me see things more clearly.
You do not know where he is then?
No. But the woods and fields speak his name. I know he walks here in Midgard.
When did you see him last?
Long ago. Before you were even born.
Her tattoo is so cool.
Why are you standing so far from me? What's wrong? Something's happened.
There!
And here comes Boulder. Okay, I'll bite again. Why do you think Haley Steinfeld is too good for Josh Allen?
The big snake.
Isn't that her decision? It's just a joke.
In the open. Do you
I think she's
have
too
any
hot for him.
idea, Any idea at all? What you have caused?
Goofy ass Josh Allen. Mr. Interception himself.
My boy.
Mother.
I'm here. Don't run away.
Don't run away.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, Mother.
I know that you're still angry. I know that how you feel hasn't changed, but I want you...
How I feel? How I feel?
Boulder's tattoos
I've
are cool
spent
too.
the last 100 years dreaming.
His right arm
of
sleeve
this
looks
moment.
awesome to me.
I rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you, every word, to make you understand exactly what you stole from me. But now, I realize
They don't have needles
I
either.
don't
Like, they don't
need
have like
you to
tattoo guns. They would just be like
anything.
poke.
I don't
They
need
do the
you
poke method, right?
at all.
That would hurt like a
Back off,
bitch.
Kratos. This has nothing to do...
This path you walk. Vengeance. You will find no peace. I know.
You... I'll deal with you later. But family first. This again?
We know Valus was after the Nightstone. We know Belair let Valus in to interfere. Oh god, what the hell, Freya? We know Belair let Valus into the city to interfere with Thiazi. What if Thiazi and the Taconuses are aligned? And the plan was always to put the stone in
I
Octus.
don't need your help. I can
Crazy.
protect myself.
I can see it maybe. If Thiazi is truly as bad as people claim, I can see it. Which would be sad. Shoot him, kid.
Get out of my way!
No.
Listen to me, both of you. I won't hurt you, but you must stop this.
Bam. Your son's been a pain in my ass, Freya. That's not happening.
Hold me!
I said stop.
Oh, let go. I doubt Theozy would want to risk Octus like that. But it really depends on what it was meant to do. Right? What do we think it was meant to do? Like, make him be a controlled puppet? Some sort of, like, vessel for the afterlife? Like, that's the question.
Stop!
Oh!
No! Atreus! You're bleeding. Breathe, boy.
It's not my blood.
Not my blood.
The mistletoe arrow.
What is that? I can feel this. I can feel everything.
Freya's so mean. Why would she not want her son to feel? I know why, but still. Crazy how much power she has.
You will not do this!
What's going on? Is Freya trying to kill us?
No. Do you hear the wind? We are moving.
That arrow. Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap, yes. Mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
He's more than harmed. The spell is broken.
He can be killed.
I'm certain of it. It's all coming back now.
Now he remembers.
Purely theoretical, and correct me if I'm wrong, but those who die are trapped in limbo, unable to pass through the gate to the afterlife since the gods have died, correct? Yeah, that's the implication. Is that
I can reason with him.
No.
currently that the souls of the dead can't go anywhere because there's no one to like guide them, because it was the Celestials who guided them, right? So now they're in this weird spot.
Where is he?
I don't care if he kills me. I will protect him. I will not let him die.
How touching. This will all be over soon.
There!
Hell no, brother.
Stop this now!
So yeah, you are right to a degree. That is definitely something that is happening. So maybe he was to be some sort of vessel to allow people to pass on. But I feel like
I feel.
they might not be in limbo. They might just be in the realm of the dead and not able to move to like the gods' next realm. Like the whole idea would be like you start in the realm of the dead and then you go to like whatever the next realm is for your god, right? So that's sort of like the idea that that seems to be implicated to me, that like you don't necessarily like, because your god wants you to live with them, right? So maybe the Taconis family want that to stop in general, and they don't ever want there to be a way. And by putting the mistletoe, or not the mistletoe, that's by putting the night song into what's his face, Octus, it would have stopped that from ever happening. Where it would have been like, you're like the last bastion of we will stop this thing from happening sort of deal. Maybe. We're theory crafting right now. It is an interesting idea though. Like, what exactly was their goal? What exactly was the end game of the Taconis family putting the stone in Octus?
Win! I can feel them!
That to me is the ultimate question when it comes to everything involved with Octus and stuff, right? Like, what was the goal of the Taconis family? Once we learn that, we'll be much better off as far as understanding what, like, Theozy's intentions were. Because if Theozy's intentions were to do the same thing, that means he'd have to know to a certain degree what Octus was. Some sort of, like, necromancer. And maybe Theozy wanted to do something similar, but, like, the opposite. Where, like, Thiazi, if we're under the impression that Thiazi's like, you know, a good guy, maybe was it less of him trying to do the exact same thing? Was he aligned with the Teutonist, or was he trying to achieve the opposite? And he was going to use that Night Song stone to like make it so people can move to the next realm. Because that's the implication that I sort of get with Thimble, because Thimble's sort of stuck. Maybe he was going to use that to try to like open the doors of Fairy again. Or maybe because the doors of Fairy are closed and because it was damaged by the Realm of the Dead being overloaded, maybe it has something to do with that whole situation. Maybe in truth he's trying to figure out a way to open the doors of Fairy, and he thought maybe he could do that by healing the Realm of the Dead and allowing people who die to move on to the next realm. So maybe the purpose of the stone was to turn Octus into a being who exists in both life and death, to control the gate of the afterlife and the souls passing through. That's not a bad idea. I feel like regardless of anything, it might benefit everyone else. I think they want to be in charge of who gets to go where. That's true. The way they want to rule the realm of the dead. That's true. Very true.
I'm doing wonderful. Why, I've never felt so alive.
Stop this! Arriba!
Freya, this isn't helpful for anybody. Specifically me. Get off me. He's on fire now. It's crazy. Hey, stop throwing shit at me, you shitters. I could see that being the case, Dream. That they literally just want to have control over the Realm of Dead. Like that just makes a lot of sense in just every situation. Is he gonna jump again? No. Control is the reason a lot of people do a lot of things, right? So you're probably right, Dream. Get off me. I'm trying to mess this dude up. Oh, brutal. Look at that. This game's so epic. It's a kind of way to conquer the world. Yeah, for sure.
I'll kill you.
Is there any way for me to heal? I guess not. I must climb. Get there before he does. Oh, shit. To me, boy.
Stay away from my son! You don't have to do this!
There!
Stop him!
Beautiful shit. Let's go. This is one of the coolest scenes in the game, in my opinion.
There has been enough pain!
I'm getting my ass kicked. What the fuck?
Mother?
I'm leaning the wrong way, I guess. There we go. Get him, Atreus! Beautiful shit. Oh, Nice shot. I just love watching him and Atreus work together like this. Oh. Damn, Atreus does not miss. And this creepy dead thing in the background is grossing me out.
Thank you, both of you. You've done what even the All-Father himself could not. I've never felt more alive. Ironic, isn't it?
After a Spartan rage. Let's go.
What?
Get yeeted. Because I'm the god of war, motherfucker. You know what? We're going fisticuffs for the rest of this fight.
You think you can beat me now?
I think it'd be more fun that way. Enjoy your ass beating, Balder. Ignore that, I just got yeeted. Ignore it again, please. Thank you. See how she's begging you, Balder? Or she's begging me to stop because she knows I will fuck you up. You can't beat me. Ugh. The little explosion thingy is so annoying. Get your ass beat. Can't see. He's my boy, woman. He's not gonna help you stop. Bam. You will do nothing. This battlefield is like the smallest in the entire game. It's really messing up with the camera angle. I feel like I could probably end this fight a little faster if I use the weapons, but I don't want to. I think it looks cooler this way. I'm beating the piss out of him. How about this? There we go. Back to an actual ass beating. Oh. Kick his fucking ass. The way they work together is so awesome. Ugh. The way his eyes glow there. Really creepy. Well done, boy. Wholesome moment right there.
please.
He's beaten, Father. Not a threat.
You will not come for us again. You will not touch her.
I don't need your protection.
Just can't help yourself. Can you, Mother? No matter what I do or say, you won't.
It's kind of crazy how this game's
won't
ending just
stop
creeps up on you.
Interfering in my life.
I was just trying to protect you. I've made mistakes. I know. But you're free now. You have what you want. Try to find forgiveness. We can build something new.
No. We can't. Because I will never forget.
Hi, I'm a BG3 exclusive. Hi, Saft.
You still need to pay for the lifetime.
One thing I'm confused about that I would love to talk about is, didn't Thimble have to give up her memory to a hag, and then she saw a memory of Casimir getting paid off or for something?
That alone.
Something with Thiazi, so it doesn't mean that Casimir came to the Hawthorne's Glade, and how it doesn't remember throwing Thiazi under the bus.
I won't stop you.
Because he lost the memory like Thimble did. I don't think that's the implication. We'll talk about that after this cutscene ends, because I like that conversation. It is nice to see you again, Saft.
No, Father!
I love you.
Hope you're well. Wedding was fun. Campaign 4 been fun too. I agree. Yes, I've been well. I won't speak for anybody else.
Walked away.
The cycle ends here. It must be better than this.
Ugh. See, this is the part that's always confused me. He says the cycle ends here, and then he snaps his neck, which in turn continues the cycle. Does it not?
No, my boy. My dear sweet boy.
Freya. He chose this.
I will rain down every agony, every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything. Everything.
Baldur was being everyone's shining light and favorite bestest Aesir god.
You were just
in
an animal.
mythology, maybe. Not in this game.
Passing on your cruelty and rage, you will never change.
And you do not know me.
I know enough. Does he?
Boy. Listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta. I made a deal with a god that cost me my soul. I killed many who were deserving. And many who were not. killed my father.
That was your father in hell. Is this what it is to be a god? Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No. We will be the gods we choose to be. Not those who have been. Who I was is not who you'll be. We must be better.
Yeah, don't think Freya necessarily agrees.
Well, guess we're the bad guys now.
In her eyes, yes. But she could never make that choice. We should finish this journey while I still have strength.
I'm aware of the sarcastic death. The sadistic death, not sarcastic.
I don't understand.
Wish this one
I know
had.
saving her was the right thing.
In my opinion, he represented
She
the
seemed
summer
all
of the
evil
Old
at the
Norse pagan
Not
faith.
evil. You killed her son, lad. Her son. The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant you would live. Yes.
Look, there was no easy choice. For anybody, brother. But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
Back to Tyr's temple, then. One last time.
Aye.
Alright.
Jotunheim awaits.
So the question then, do we want to
Why did Baldur
head
say
to the end of the game now, or do we want to go and deal with some Valkyries that we can fight? There's a few things we can do, or we can sort of come to the end of this game's life cycle on the streams and move on to the next, which either or works. I'm just putting that out there in the world. And many who were not, that one line makes everything about him killing innocents better because they acknowledge they were innocent lives. Kratos represents an illusion of choice he cannot stop. The demiurgic and democidal nature. Yeah. Whatever that means. I think you guys read more books than me. What was I just saying? Right, we wanted to talk about Thiazi and the
Odin
whole
must have convinced him that
Casimir
following him to
memory.
Jotunheim would bring us cure. Lies, I'm sure.
Why did mistletoe break the spell?
Vanir magic is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, but it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya. The one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. But such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions.
Okay, but like it's up to you what we spend the rest of the game doing. Well, the game is over. We can go here right now and finish the game up, or we can do a few other things. Realistically, that's why I'm asking. But
Mimir,
we
you never
could
told me what happened with the stonemason's son.
we could move on to other games, right? Like we could move on to playing. I did download Expedition 33 because I know some people wanted me to play that. I can buy Dispatch now that Dispatch is all out. So realistically, we have some choices for games that we can play. So here, you know what? I think I can start a poll. Yes. Start a poll. We will start a poll. And the poll will basically just be, do we want to kill all the Valkyries, or do we want to just move on to the next game? Because realistically, that is where we're at right now. Is that an upgrade or downgrade? I don't think it mattered. So, ultimately,
Reinstort.
oops, I need to do something quickly. Okay, so I'm still confused on the hag memory stuff. Okay, we'll talk about that while I make the poll. So the thing with Casimir and the hag, she took away one of Thimble's memories and then showed her something else. It doesn't necessarily mean the hag had to be like in contact with Casimir, because I'm pretty sure the implication was that Casimir wasn't willing to go through the forest to find Sid. So I don't think he would have ever had the chance to go meet the hag, unless the hag did something somewhere else, but we don't know yet. So realistically, I think she just had the ability to show Thimble that other memory, to make room for vengeance was the key term, right? So there's the poll. The poll is now up. It should be up anyway. So in my opinion, that's all it was. I think it was more an implication of the fact that
Son of Thamur. After
she
completing his
could
father's masterwork,
give
the
her
Great
that
Wall of
idea.
Jotunheim, he thought of nothing
You're gonna have
but making
dinner?
the Aesir pay for their
Well, you
crimes
enjoy your
against
dinner
the
dream.
giants.
Depending on how the poll
Once
goes, the
he
stream
longed
might be
to
over or
fight the
not.
war.
Expedition
Tragedy had brought
33,
wisdom to
baby.
him,
Oh, I'm getting the feeling that's what's happening.
He observed that Asgard's walls were half built and shoddy, for no Aesir god could be bothered with such tiresome labor.
But the poll is up, and you guys are able to make your
Adopted
votes.
the guise of an ordinary man and made the Aesir an offer. He would build them majestic new walls, and if he couldn't build them within 2 turns of the season, they would
See you
owe him
next time if
nothing
we
for
finish
his
before you
labours.
get back.
And if he succeeded,
See you next time.
he asked
Depends
only
on
for an
the
audience
poll.
with the goddess
Did you make your
Freya.
vote?
And we'll pick this up later.
Oh shit, he was talking about something. Oh well. Okay. To give that poll some time, we can do a few things, and it'll also give us more time to talk about the hag. So like I said, the hag, I don't think took a memory from Casimir. I more so think the implication was that just that she was able to access that memory, like, you know, just a sort of a MacGuffin type of moment where she was able to give that thing to the player. That's all it was, I think. I could be wrong. I'm 100% willing to be wrong, but who knows? Who knows? Here's what we'll do. We can use the gateway, and we will go to a Valkyrie. We'll try to kill one Valkyrie and see what happens. I think there's a Valkyrie here. I forgot I wasn't on that map, that thing there. So, no, I don't think Kaz lost a memory. I think Kaz was just being spied on somehow, some way. If that answers your question from earlier, Brain. It may not.
Oh man, the tower ate the Unity Stone, didn't it? I wanted to fly again.
Yes, that's a terrible pity.
So why do they call Odin the Lord of the Hay?
That refers to a modest example of Odin's thirst for knowledge. The time he spent 9 days a dead man. Aye. Hung himself by the neck from Yggdrasil's branches, put his spear through his own side, and bled down into the Well of Destiny.
Gross.
He roamed the realms of the dead and plundered the world tree of its secrets, until I think quite rightly it got fed up with him and sent him back to the land of the living. Did I not mention he was barking mad?
Barking mad. That's a new term I'm going to have to use. Alright. Now we're back below Freya's. I'm almost positive there is a Valkyrie fight here. And we will give that a go. And then once that fight's over, whether I lose or whether we win, determines if we continue. Well, it'll let the thing pass. Where was the upgrade for us to fight Valkyries? Valkyrie's Bane. That's fine. We will wear it, just to make sure. As of right now, the poll seems to be indicating to end the game.
But the serpent's already been there and seen it. So hasn't he already failed?
Fate's a tricky thing, lad. And Odin's just arrogant enough.
I guess that
to
means
think
we
he
do
can
have to
get the
start
best
picking
of
for what we're going to
Fate
play
is
next.
another lie told by the gods. Nothing is written that cannot be unwritten.
Expedition
On that, brother, you
33
and the
is a
Allfather may
long-ass
disagree
game, right?
Even if he can't prevent Ragnarok, he still hopes to learn enough details to influence the outcome. Remind me later to tell you about the wolves.
Like a super fucking long game. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna have to make another poll for those games, and I'll put that up on the
Is it a
channel.
good idea coming back here?
She's probably in there planning your demise, brother.
Or bringing Baldur back to life? Like she did you, Mimir.
Oh, I'm not alive, lad. I'm reanimated, sure.
Can't go in there.
Make no mistake, I'm still quite dead. I'll never be what I once was. She won't want this for her son. Trust me.
That's a relief. Not the part about you being dead, but, you know.
Expedition's a long game. I know that Dispatch isn't super long, so I might do a push towards that before we do Expedition 33, because that way we can do some shorter, not necessarily shorter streams, but having like another buffer of a shorter stream series before we do a long game again, because at some point I do also want to go back to playing Baldur's Gate, because I know some people really want to do another run at Baldur's Gate at some point, so we'll have to see. But I want to try at least messing with one Valkyrie before we move on from the game, just to see where we stack up. Catch my drift. Bam. Looking for the fucking Raven down here, because I know there is one. He's always hiding. Always. The God of War games are longer than Expedition 33? I thought Expedition 33 was a super long game. And we've only done 9 streams of this. That being said, they were like 3 hours apiece.
Atreus, to me.
How long do you think Expedition 33 is? Like, if you had to give it like a rough hour estimate. I would say 33 to 35 hours for Expedition 33. Sorry, 35 to 55 hours. Dyslexia moment kicked in. Real bad there. 55, that's not bad. There's a horn at every single one of these ones. You could say the Valkyrie or horny. Stupid joke, my bad. Alright, we're going to try to take on a Valkyrie, and then, yeah. We'll probably go and end the game whether we lose or win here.
Another Valkyrie.
What should we do with her?
Whatever you do, just be careful.
I heard him. There he is. Enjoy that, sucker. Can you please watch the 15-minute opening cinematic for Expedition 33 before you play anything else? Okay. We'll see. I'll watch it. I'll watch the 15-minute thing by myself, and we'll check it out, because it hooked me hard. Well, it comes down to the vote, right? I'm gonna put a poll out there for
Ready yourself.
what we're playing next, and that will determine whether or not we play Expedition 33 or if we play something else. I am gonna put Expedition 33 and Dispatch on the poll. That way, it's both there. Because I know some people really want to see that game be played here on the streams. Hey, you're rude, lady. I don't like how she's summoning stuff. These are already hard enough. You don't need to summon shit. she's still summoning shit. How rude. Whenever I say how rude, I always think of Jar Jar Binks. I think we might have fought one of the easier ones, if I'm being real, because this wasn't too bad. Crazy. Rage time. And there she goes. I think we got her. I forgot we have to rip their wings off every time. Ugh.
You have freed me from my corrupted form. You have my eternal gratitude. But my sisters remain trapped as I was. Take my helm. Find them. Free them. The fate of the Valkyries rests on your shoulders.
All right. Well, we defeated one Valkyrie for this game. And I might do it in my free time if we're not going to do it on the streams. I remember the Valkyrie fights being a lot harder, but I was probably playing on a higher difficulty.
Sounds pretty important.
That's putting it mildly, lad.
What do you know of them?
A fair question, and yet not one easily answered. I know more than most, but much of their history is veiled in secrecy. My own experience with the Valkyries ends with my imprisonment.
You are avoiding the question, Head.
As I said, brother, it's complicated. I don't know why or how they become such wretched creatures. Perhaps if we can free more of them.
You want us to fight more of those things?
The fate of the Valkyries, lad. A more worthy endeavor there is not.
It will be dangerous.
Well, that hasn't stopped you before, eh? That's the spirit.
Alright. Time to head to the end of the game. Google says the main story for Expedition 33 is 30 hours. Okay. It'll definitely be on the poll then. So we'll definitely check that out and see what's up. I'll watch it because I do want to play it. At some point, the goal will be to play that game because I do. It looks good, and with it being basically the game of the year already, like I feel like it's guaranteed that win, which is funny as hell.
A loving gift from the Giants. Since I used to do so much traveling between realms, they thought it would be more convenient for me than having a crystal I could lose.
Did it hurt?
No, because I wisely fortified myself with 16 cups of Billow Maiden's Ale. Got so inebriated, I tried convincing the Giants to put them in my nipples instead. Almost talked them into it too. Can you imagine? Mimir of the Bifrost Teats. Those were the days.
Ew.
Okay, I'll stop now.
Alright. Time to end this bad boy. To Jotunheim. So, I'm thinking about games to put on the poll now. We had our typical games.
According to the plan, go ahead and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
So we had our typical games of Heavy Rain. I want to put games on there that I haven't played. So I'm going to take Detroit Become Human off the list because I've played it in the past. And I want to play new stuff. So Detroit Become Human is going to come off the list. Heavy Rain's going to stay on the list. I haven't played Bloodborne, so that might stay on the list. Expedition 33 and Dispatch. Does that sound like a good list of games?
Get ready.
Oh, right.
I feel like that'd be a fun list of games to have.
Got it. Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
Oh, that's unpleasant!
Just shoved his face right into the fucking
Now, boy.
Bifrost beam.
We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
A word, please, before we continue. Listen, the last thing you two need up there is a decomposing heat ruining the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to fight...
My lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Ah, fine, damn it. Fine.
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, no, I can't. Oh.
Why Sindri? Poor Sindri.
Okay.
Ready. Come.
This place looks so cool. Although this, I think this is just the realm between realms. It's funny to look back at old polls and people are still voting on it. Like, I just look back to see the poll for this game, God of War and Bloodborne, and Bloodborne is now tied with it. And I think it actually has like one more vote, which is funny, but it's still considered tied because it's so close. Which would have been a completely different game had we picked that.
We're on the giant's fingers.
We'd still be playing that for like the next couple weeks.
Right over there. We did it.
We made it to Jotunheim.
We did.
The amount of gold on Kratos right now looks ridiculous.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Damn.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Boy. Carry her.
Fuck. I thought I heard like hammering going on in the background. Oh, it's the bridge shaking.
Boy.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
There are no voices, for they are all dead.
Hello? Anybody here?
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Why carve all these faces?
What if this is all of the giants that got out of Midgard alive? Not really many at all. Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
That can't be all the times Odin and Thor ruin shit. That's crazy. Sounds like the worst couple of gods ever.
Where are they now?
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did. I should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead.
No, I think that's
What
where we're
happened
supposed to
now?
go.
Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered, and two more take its place.
Huh. Who's the Guardian?
That is so much text. Who the hell had to like chisel that all in? Why is there a poll about ending the game? Because we finished the main story, or we're about to, Bick. And we were basically asking, or I basically asked if we wanted to keep doing this stream and keep defeating the Valkyries, or if we wanted to just end the game, and the poll said to end the game. So we're close to the end, Bick. Very close to the end. And then we'll be moving on to whatever you guys vote for next.
Something's happening.
So close to the end. How the fuck did we end the main story? That was so quick. It sneaks up on you. That's for sure.
It's Muller. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants? That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how?
How was class, Bick?
And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
I feel like the hour I miss of the stream is always the most eventful. Last time was Slong Gate, and now we're ending the game. Sorry. You can always go back and watch, though.
I'm a giant. Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, we are.
Kratos, you can't say that right after that. No. I always go back and watch. Class was fun. I hang myself from the ceiling again. Excuse me? I hung myself from the ceiling again. What does that mean? Every creator needs a name for their community, which is why we are the Schlong Boys. Absolutely not. Or would it be the Schlong Bandits? No. Schlongettes also works. No. Nothing with the Schlongs. No Schlongs. No Schlongs. He's walking with wolves. That's actually a pretty good hint to the next game. That's crazy. No schlong boys, no schlongettes, no schlong bandits, no schlongettes, no nothing. Nothing to do with schlongs. We can come up with a community
Look,
name, but nothing with schlong,
It's
please.
Mother's. She was here.
You imagine the
She saw
merch
every
one
step we
day I
took
have to
before we
make?
took it. Like she was
Schlong
always with
gang.
us, watching over us, leading us home.
The sweaters on the back say
Let's
schlong
finish
gang.
it.
Schlonggate 2025. There's a part of Pilates that is aerial Pilates. It basically trains your core strength. I'm sure there's other ways of doing it than hanging yourself from the ceiling. Looks like they were all killed.
Father,
No. We do it together. Son.
You said aerial Pilates, and I heard aerial Hawani. Welcome back, Dream. Nice to see that you made it. I'm not a big aerial fan. He's nothing like explicitly wrong with him. I just don't like the way he does things.
Goodbye, Faye.
You know what I'm saying?
I love you, Mom.
I might have to explain that.
They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Dun dun dun.
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
Yeah, Ariel is a people pleaser. He just likes to appease sponsors and guests. Softball interviewer. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, Zodiac, I need an answer. Who's Anthony Joshua and whose younger brother is he? Because apparently Logan Paul is fighting him. Jake Paul is fighting Anthony Joshua. I haven't heard Logan Paul fighting anybody, and I did not know that Anthony Joshua had a brother. I think what you're seeing is Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul, not necessarily Logan, because Logan does WWE wrestling now. Logan's last boxing match was against Dylan Dennis, and oh boy, that guy's a tool and a half. But yeah. I don't know who his brother is. I try not to pay attention to boxing.
Guess it all
Boxing's
makes
not
sense
my
then.
thing.
Why should I end
MMA
up
is more
here?
my thing.
Be with Rakan? But did she know it was gonna be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did Did she want us to tell the people, or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh. So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
A great warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. Mimir missed it.
To be honest, I can't tell the difference between the Paul brothers. I saw fighting and just assumed you'd have the answer. Zodiac prefers to kick his opponent, is what I heard from that sentence. I mean, yeah, I prefer Muay Thai. Muay Thai is my shit. I've had a boxing fight and I've had a kickboxing fight, and yeah, I prefer Muay Thai. Prefer kickboxing. It's much more entertaining, much more of a fight.
But I bet there are still some corrupted Valkyries out there that could be set free. Some other help people need. Maybe helping people was part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
And he's based for that. You only need to punch well once, and it's to get your opponents on the ground. Then you just kick and stomp. No, hang on. Technically, it depends on the rule set, but most of the time, stomping, depending on where it is illegal. You can't stomp someone's head.
Glad to see you. I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
Continue exploring. Complete dwarven favors. Free dragons. Travel to Muspelheim, Niflheim. Find new items in the shop. Get powerful equipment that will allow you to defeat the all-legendary corrupted Valkyries. Well, we're not doing that. New game plus, blah, 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 blah. We're good. Alright. We are not done yet. There is still one thing that we can do before we wrap up the game. And we're going to do that. I loved Muay Thai. I miss it. Maybe I should pick it back up. I am slightly scared to imagine why you phrased it that way. It sounded like it was coming from experience. Well, you're not allowed to kick people while they're down? No, not necessarily experience. I just know the rules. I said enemies, not opponents, for a reason. Fair.
More time has passed than you likely realize. The snowfall that
No
began
comment.
When you slew Boulder, it's become something else. Stuff of omens.
For the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok. From snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate...
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters.
I'm telling you, it's Fimble winter. I can feel it in my scrotum. This is
Stop saying that.
You might get kicked.
Making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of reason?
Guys?
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimble winter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrotum.
Yeah. We We heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Alright. I guess the fastest way to get out of here is through this. You might get kicked in the balls and then get your teeth stomped in. My brother is actually a pro MMA fighter in Maine, and even he wants nothing to do with fights outside the ring because he knows anything can happen. True. Yeah, no. In the ring is totally different. We all know about how to win fights comes from the movies Turbo Kid. It's called eyes, throat, and genitals. Honestly, that's not terrible advice. If you get in a fight in real life, honestly, I wouldn't go eyes, throat first. I'd go genitals first every time. Genitals, and then if they somehow withstand that, then eyes. Throat is worthless. Throat is only good if you're accurate. What you need to do is do a low shot to the nuts or whatever genitals they have. Then, if that doesn't work, poke them in the eyes, and if that doesn't work, run. And realistically, running should be your first go-to. Most defense classes will tell you running is your first go-to. It's safer that way.
We're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Something tells me you won't.
Okay, this'll do.
You sound like you're tired, Mimir. You didn't do anything.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
But yeah, you get in a fight, always run. Years later...
The ball.
Need to patch another ball in the room. Badass. All right. That's been God of War. I fucking love this game. Okay, just to be extremely clear, I was joking about it. I'd never fight outside of class. I was taught to run and scream first. That's funny. But very, very true and very good advice as far as I'm concerned when it comes to surviving a fight. Very, very good advice. You don't... There's no fucking reason to fight people in the street, okay? Egos are fucking huge on everybody for some reason. I don't understand why people feel the need. Like, you always see, like, fights and stuff and everything like that, and it's so stupid and worthless in my opinion. Like, that shit's so stupid. It's so unnecessary to fight someone in the street. To fight someone in the street is to put your life at risk, and it's not worth doing. See you later if you're heading out, Dream. I was just gonna, talk for a little bit more if you guys wanted to talk, but and we also need to finalize the list of games that we're gonna play next, or that we're gonna put in the poll for next time. Because I initially was just gonna say fuck it and play Kingdom Hearts. I was just gonna be like, oh, we're gonna play Kingdom Hearts next, and that's all. There's no vote, blah blah blah. But with both people wanting to see Expedition 33, and people wanting to see Dispatch. However the fuck you say the name, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna put those two on the list. My sister's ex-husband got into a bar fight in Texas in 2006 and got punted in the head by someone wearing steel-toed boots and has severe damage because of it. Exactly. You don't need to do that. Fighting in the streets is stupid. It's stupid. Fighting should only be done as a sport. Exactly. There's no reason to do it on the streets. You're just going to get yourself and others hurt. People are going to end up in a bad way. You see bad fights on Twitter and on Instagram all the time. It's just never good. And even fighting in the cage or the octagon or on the wrestling mats or in the jiu-jitsu mats or the pit, whatever the hell you have, it's still dangerous. You can watch people get fucked up all the time. There's a very famous video of a dude who was like a boxer, and he's like, you know, he's handsome, he's well fit and all that sort of stuff. And then he's like him at like the weigh-ins, and he's like standing off against the next guy. And he goes, you know, he's like, oh, I'm going to win. And then it cuts to the next picture of him where he's in the hospital and he's all like, you know, destroyed. His body doesn't function anymore. His body's in like a sling, and it's not because his arms are broken or anything like that. It's because his brain doesn't function properly now because he got busted up. Imagine that 10 times worse because someone picked you up and slammed you on the concrete. That's an option on the street. You know, like to fight somebody on the street is the single dumbest thing that you can do. Unless Kingdom Hearts 4 being announced tomorrow makes fuck it, I'm playing all of Kingdom Hearts all the more likely. So I saw that clip. I think he had a feeding tube. Exactly. Regarding Kingdom Hearts 4, it looks like Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be I think 2027 game. Square Enix has like a list of games coming out, and not like a list of games, but they have like time blocks of games coming out, and they have 2 open spaces in 2027. One of them being early 2027 and one of them being late 2027, and it's theorized we're going to get either Kingdom Hearts 4 early 2027 or we're going to get Final Fantasy Rebirth 2, the third part of the remake, in early 2027. And then whichever game we don't get will be released on the opposite end of the year. So it's looking like we're getting a Final Fantasy remake game and a Kingdom Hearts game in the same year, which would be a massive thing for Square Enix to do. So I'm looking forward to 2027. But until then, that gives me a whole lot of time to play Kingdom Hearts on stream if we have to. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think people are still hoping to see something at the Game Awards about Kingdom Hearts 4, which might screw that whole timeline up that people were talking about, or it might just confirm that Kingdom Hearts will be coming out early 2027. But who knows? As of right now, Kingdom Hearts is still sort of on this back burner, and I'm not really worried about Kingdom Hearts 4 yet. But my entire life will become engrossed by it once it comes out, because I fucking love Kingdom Hearts. I love it so much. It is my favorite game of all time. But because of that, I know it's always an option for me to just plug that in and play it on stream if I have to. So the games, and I think we've locked it in at this point. We have removed Detroit Become Human from the list for now. Sorry, Bick. Because I want to play games that I haven't played before. So Heavy Rain's going to be on the list still. Bloodborne's going to be on the list still. Dispatch is going to be on the list still. And Expedition 33 will be on the list. So I think those will be the 4 games that we do for our poll once I fire that poll up later. So we shall see. And I might leave the Valkyries in this game alone just in case we ever feel like the need to like not play something like maybe we finish a Dispatch and like it was only 30 minutes, so then we can just run over to fucking God of War and be like, we're gonna play God of War for a little while on stream to finish off to make sure the stream isn't 30 minutes long, right? You see what I'm saying? But I think that's all I have to say about fighting and stupid decisions and Dispatch and stuff. It's fair. I'm gonna cry in a corner because Detroit isn't an option, but I'll be fine. Heavy Rain, Bloodborne, Dispatch, Expedition 33 are good picks. Yeah. So we will eventually play Detroit Become Human, Bick, but for now, I think taking it off the list and making room for Expedition 33 and Dispatch is probably a good idea. Just because those games are like, I wouldn't say they're more relevant, but they're games I haven't played. Realistically, that's what I'm going for. And at some point, we need to play Last of Us Part 2, which is something I'm looking forward to as well. So, yeah, we got options as we move forward to the new year. So we're gonna be starting. Actually, yeah, it should be good to stream Sunday. There might be a thing that comes up where I might be warned, Claire Obscura is longer than you're probably thinking. Brain said it's only about 30 hours. If or whenever you play Detroit, remind me to tell you my story with it. Okay, for sure. We'll definitely have Detroit Become Human stories when that pops up. Because I enjoy that game. I thought it was a lot of fun. I forget the first guy's name, Connor. He's really cool. Like, that robot's really cool. But we'll get to that. We will eventually play that game because I think that is one of the best games ever made. Detroit Become Human is so much fun. If you haven't played it, you should play it at least once. That's the way I think about it. I'll definitely remember to do that, Bick. Yeah, it is a good game. How long do you think Claire Obscura is? The main story is 30 hours. I think it took me 40 hours, but it was my favorite game I've played this decade. This decade? Crazy. Okay. But yeah, I'll put that poll up in a bit. I adore Detroit Become Human. It's a fantastic game. I think everyone should play at least once. Connor, yeah, I love that game so much. It's very cool. There isn't any nudity in that game, is there? That might also be a determining factor for not playing it. But I'm definitely going to have to look up Dispatch here on the PlayStation and see if I can grab it quickly. Because if it wins the poll, I'm going to have to buy it. No nudity, not that you remember. Okay, so that's definitely an option still for the future. Maybe it'll be the next one in the next bit. All right, well, I know it's bold to say best this decade, but I'm not exaggerating. It is a true masterpiece, unlike anything else. Dispatch is a Dispatch, I imagine, is just after Heavy Rain in terms of length. Then it's Claire Obscura 33, and then probably Bloodborne. Yeah, Bloodborne is super fucking long. Second place of the decade goes to Elden Ring. See, I liked Elden Ring, but it came out the same year as God of War Ragnarok, and I feel like God of War Ragnarok got fucking robbed of the Game of the Year awards that year by Elden Ring. I thought Elden Ring was great, and I played both of them to death. Ragnarok was better. Ragnarok had the much better story, in my opinion. Mostly because the Elden Ring story is as confusing as every Dark Souls story, but still. I still think it's important to remember that story should impact Game of the Year a lot more, which is why Arc Raiders isn't even on that fucking shit. Sorry, that was crazy telling. What do you mean? What was crazy telling? Elden Ring has almost zero story, but I do love the gameplay. There is a story, but it's just like Dark Souls where you have to like read into things more. Can you imagine the poll trolls us all and Heavy Rain wins by a landslide? I mean, it might happen. It might happen. It really does depend on how people show up to it. But I think that's probably a good spot to call the stream. We've come up with our next set of games that we're gonna potentially be playing, depending on how the poll gods determine it. So expect to see that within like the next hour or so. So yeah. Thank you all for being here. It was a lot of fun. We have finished God of War, and we can always have it on the back burner in case we finish a game a little too quickly on a stream day. That way we can be like, oh, we can play this instead. But until then, I will see you guys on Friday for the recap of episode 7 of Critical Role, campaign 4, and then I will see you guys on Sunday for the stream, for the next stream. And then on Tuesday for the recap of the Ford and Jester wedding. Oh dear, I have a lot of work to do. Anyway, your side before giving your opinion on that specific game awards. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Until then, peace. Have a good day.